Hello everyone, welcome to Aspire High channel, an education content channel primarily intended for management studies. You all know we have been discussing the subject Human Resource Management, a core subject paper in semester 1 of MBA program of IGNOU in distance mode. We are in Unit 3 Environment and HRM, and in this session 3 we are going to discuss the last topic, that is artificial intelligence and HRM. Artificial intelligence and HRM. Though this topic is expected as a short notes question in the examination, this session is exclusively devoted for discussion on this topic, mainly because artificial intelligence is a current topic and is of importance because it is pervading all spheres of our life. So instead of straightaway discussing the impact of artificial intelligence on HRM, I would like to give a brief introduction to artificial intelligence, its origin and its basic features, so that it will be of much help to the students way forward. So the first one is origin of artificial intelligence. John McCarthy, a USA computer scientist, coined the term artificial intelligence in 1956. It is considered as the origin of AI in the world. It is defined as the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. That are programmed to think and learn like humans. Who is programming? Human beings are programming. This is very, very important to note. So artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence in machines based on the programming given by the human beings only. Second point, artificial wording, artificial intelligence, in that word artificial. So what is that? Intelligence, as you know, in the previous sessions we discussed about what is meant by intelligence and what is meant by intellectual capabilities. So intelligence was defined as the ability to acquire knowledge and skills. So just as an extension we can say it is something like creativity also. So that's such a creativity is not going to be there on its own by an AI tool, because it has to be programmed by the human beings first. So based on the programming only, it will have that simulation of this human intelligence. That is why it is called artificial intelligence. Next, one passing reference, British mathematician Alan Turing way back in 1930s thought of this. He just thought, he had an idea that whether a machine could simulate human intelligence. So actually that was the foundation for this artificial intelligence we are now talking about. But he didn't use that word artificial intelligence. He had only that idea, the origination. So for all practical purposes, that's why I said it is only a passing reference. Artificial intelligence commenced in 1956 because first time it was coined by John McCarthy. It involves the creation of algorithms and software capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as problem solving, decision making, and language understanding. This is how we can understand artificial intelligence basically. Now we will see the basic features of AI. To understand AI, we should have some idea about certain related terms: machine learning, NLP, LLMs. So what is machine learning? Machine learning, ML, is a subset of artificial intelligence where machines learn from data and improve their performance over time without being explicitly programmed. That means over a period, without further and further programming given by a human being, they develop the ability to give better output. That means they become better at tasks through experience, just like a human being putting some 20 years of service or 10 years of service. By out of experience, he will be able to perform much better than in his early days. So similarly, the machine learning is subset of artificial intelligence where machines learn from data and improve their performance over time without being explicitly programmed. So that is nothing but a teaching machine. Natural language processing is another subset of artificial intelligence focused specifically on the interaction between a computer and a human language. It enables machines to understand, interpret and respond to human language. That is why we are able to interact with ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. Large language models. These are a type of ML designed to understand and generate human language. This is a part of further development from ML. They are trained on vast amounts of text data. This is very important for any person to understand what in AI is. Vast amounts of text data, which a human being is not capable of browsing through in such a short span of time. Like somebody is referring to whenever we are talking about AI, 70 billion data. That is the present capabilities of AI. To perform tasks like translation, text generation, etc. It is able to identify the patterns of how sentences are framed in English language, scanning through so much of enormous data. Then how it is able to understand which word is coming always after another word and which word is preceding another particular word. That type of understanding it is able to get it by not just a small amount of data, but a very huge database. That is why it says it always says I am a large language model. The ChatGPT also says sometimes when it is not able to provide some information, it says no doubt I am a large language model, but I have my own limitations. I am still trying to improve upon myself. It is going to give such type of responses sometimes. Having understood the basic features of artificial intelligence, now that is ML, NLP and LLM, to relate it to the present day world. Now we are always using ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. What are they? They fall under the category of LLMs, large language models. They have been trying to understand and generate human language, enabling to hold conversations, provide information and assist with tasks. Both this ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot leverage machine learning techniques to improve responses over time and are trying to use NLP to interact with users effectively. So that is why in the previous slide I referred to the just like something like a definition of what is machine learning, what is NLP, what is LLM. So with this background of understanding what an AI is, what an ML is, what an NLP is, what a large language model is, we could easily now understand that this is ChatGPT and this is our Microsoft Copilot. These are all nothing but the AI chatbots with whom we are very frequently interacting and very much comfortably also. We should also have some understanding about the status of artificial intelligence in our country, because only to showcase the fact that we are not far behind others, even though it has Western origins. The National AI Strategy was formulated by Niti Aayog in June 2018 itself. The strategy outlined our country's approach to leveraging this artificial intelligence for economic growth and social inclusion. Recently, in March 2024, our central cabinet has come out with India AI mission, which encourages partnerships across the public sector and private sector. And the impact of AI is going to be tremendous for the companies in terms of the pre-tax profit. But at the same time, what is required is massive managerial upskilling is required. In the previous topics also, in the previous session also, we said that with the changes in technology, several HR skills or some other skills get outdated and they are no longer relevant. Then the people may be having very good skills, but they are no longer useful. Then upskilling and reskilling are required. So in a similar way, the application of AIs, the top 500 companies require at least 1 billion hours of training in upskilling mid and senior level management in AI. So the expectation is that a lot of future is there for AI in our country. The top 500 Indian companies would need at least 25,000 to 30,000 advanced practitioners of this artificial intelligence in the next 3 to 5 years. So this is the demand. So this is a ray of hope for the people also. Similarly, at the same time, the need is also stressed upon. That is, existing mid-level and senior level persons also, executives also, they should get updated in this AI technology applications. So this is how our country is positioned in AI. At the backdrop of this introduction on artificial intelligence, now we shall move to the real topic as per our course content, artificial intelligence and HRM. Here also HRM is one of the subsystem of the management. Therefore, first let us see what is the role of AI in management. Then we will discuss about the role in HRM. Artificial intelligence is set to significantly impact the management field in India by enhancing efficiency, decision making and strategic planning. Efficiency and productivity, why, how it is going to happen? Because the artificial intelligence driven automation can handle routine tasks, so that manager is now free of routine tasks. He can focus on strategic initiatives. So you will have time, the freedom in the mind also. Similarly, data driven decisions. Just now I said the enormous potential, the capabilities that are available to an AI tool, not to a human being, as far as the browsing vast data. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to provide insights, so that the decision making will be much better and improved one. Earlier when we said bounded rationality model of decision making, we satisfy ourselves with the data that is available with us. That is, we feel that it is fine, that much amount of data is there, we are taking a rational decision. No, when the scope itself is enlarged and much data is available to us, the decision will naturally get much improved and is going to be more rational. So that is going to be the help you are going to get from AI. Similarly, as far as the customer is concerned, the customer preferences are going to be analyzed much better by AI, leading to much better customer service and marketing strategies. Market analysis, when it comes to market analysis, these AI tools can have a real-time market insights, so that managers will become they can apply their mind to become more and more competitive quickly. As already said, this is all leading to efficiency, means cost reduction is going to happen. Definitely AI automation is going to reduce operational costs. Now the role of AI in our HRM subsystem. From the examination point of view, as I said, a short question is expected. Now you are going to write an answer with the prior understanding of what an AI is. That's why I have taken this much time to cover that. Otherwise, straight away we can discuss about these points as part of artificial intelligence and its application in HRM. But first, when you have a clear idea of what an AI is and what is the position in our country, you will be able to write a better answer. That is my intention. So first one is the recruitment automation. Artificial intelligence can streamline the recruitment process by automating resume screening and initial candidate assessments. It saves a lot of time. It is already happening in our country. The resumes are screened by AI tools only. Employee engagement. AI-driven tools can analyze employee feedback and engagement survey to identify areas for improvement. Of course, it is possible through existing technology also, but the magnitude of AI-driven tools will be much faster, and large database they can analyze. Suppose if you're a big company, thousands of employees are there, it can do it in a very short time, covering all the employees. Performance analysis also. So much of parameters could be analyzed. Employee performance data can be analyzed on so many parameters at a time to provide insights and recommendations for improvement. And also the training needs also sometimes originate from the performance appraisal. So that is also going to happen. Sometimes a particular individual employee needs may be very specific, and a group of people may have a set of learning styles. AI can differentiate all these things and can do much better, provide insights to the top management. Another one is workforce planning. It can predict future workforce needs and helps in planning for talent acquisition and retention. So in many functional areas, actually from block 2 onwards, we'll be discussing all these functions of HRM, this recruitment, selection, satisfaction, performance appraisal, one after another. In all these areas, it is very clear that AI is going to have a big role way forward. So I have enlisted in this slide 5. We'll see another 3 also. The sixth one, health and safety. Artificial intelligence can monitor workplace conditions and identify potential safety hazards to prevent accidents. This is one important area wherein the artificial intelligence could contribute a lot in maintaining the safety standards as required in industries. The seventh one is employee retention. This is related to our previous points like performance analysis, employee engagement, conduct of satisfaction surveys, like that. Artificial intelligence based on that can predict employee turnover and suggest strategies to improve retention rates. The data will be of much help to the top management in making suitable changes in the compensation policies of the organization, ultimately leading to improvement in the retention rates. The last one is HR analytics. AI can provide advanced analytics on various HR metrics, helping in strategic decision making. The basics of HR analytics was already discussed in the previous session. So those are the 8 important areas wherein the role of artificial intelligence in HRM is found to be very much significant, and we can highlight the same while presenting our answers in the examination. With this, the discussion of the topics in Unit 3, Environment and HRM, is complete. We have covered all the 6 topics in 3 sessions. Based on this discussion, I am sure that the student is able to achieve the learning objectives set for this unit, that is, able to understand the environmental or organizational factors and their influence on HRM, explain the concept of strategic HRM, discuss the importance of international HRM, understand the concept of HR analytics, and finally, highlight the emerging trends, that is, 4th Industrial Revolution and artificial intelligence and their influence on HR. Thanks for watching. With this, we have concluded the Unit 3, and with this, we have also concluded Block 1. We shall meet in our next video presentation coming up in a few days, wherein we are going to discuss the important questions expected for the term end examination in Block 1. Happy learning. Please give your feedback in the comment section, and also please subscribe to the channel.